This archway almost totally abandoned, still open, but you can see from the grass that it's not trampled, so it's not used. What did it once give access to? When you have maybe 50 or 100 art students in all your classes here, and they hand in their work, how exciting it must be to see what each of them found as a fascinating image to focus on today. Here we're poking into a grade school classroom, teacher on the right. So these are little peas, and he's going through picking out anything that looks like it might be bad. Here's some more modern graphics. Delicate, simple. The China light goes on. I'm unable to resist the beauty of these flowers. I'm attracted here by the light, washed out blue color, and the fragility of the flower itself and the wind. These are the kind of days you wish would never end. Notice the devices by which this building is locked together as a frame structure. And once that's done, everything else just gets nailed on. In the confines of her home, she probably smokes, but she can carry an incredible load on that stick. I don't even want to venture a guess as to what the weight of those 2 buckets is. I'm guessing that each family has its own mat or mats and sets up its own little factory system, if you will. All the typical Chinese camaraderie and laughter and joking. You can, without even knowing the words, you can just tell the nature of the conversation. This is the Yanxi Villa, which we don't have access to, that it was built during the Qing dynasty 180 years ago. A wealthy man who had turned to Confucianism from commerce, interesting, became a senior officer after passing the test. The house, which we don't have access to, is a garden-style villa with simple An elegant building and beautiful environment. Okay, see a little bit of work up there. Can't get inside, so I'll have to do it with a camera. Okay, confronted with the age-old problem, which is the men's room and which is for the women. I turn to my trusty cards that I made. One of the few times I've had to use this. Look at the symbol, which you'll see right there. Okay, all right, and then look for the symbol. That's not it. That's not it. That's it. This toilet's a little bit unique because, number one, it's nicely kept, but number two, it has a little bucket here, and I can now wash down the trough, if you will, assuming there was a deadly aim on my part. This is typical of much of the third world. You have this, but not seen much in China. This is cotton, so those purple bulbs, if you will, that seem to have had cotton in them probably did. These large, beautiful flowers that I've seen before. Actually, clusters of smaller flowers, I think, but maybe not. And beside, a complete counterpoint, thin, small flowers in profusion. Look how this is all principally held together with wood devices. A quick look here. I think this is bamboo wood, but notice how neat and clean this is. Refrigerator, television. This may be what it looks like, and that's an old well. Certainly a place where women wash clothing. Imagine the labor and time it took to move and carve out all this rock. I mean all the rock you see, the foundations of the buildings, the walkways, the buildings themselves. Tremendous workload, tremendous time period. I don't yet know the connection of that machine to the crops, corn or otherwise. Much simpler detail on the wood, if any detail at all. But then this was not a wood shipping community, but agriculture.